nerds!
Hi, my name is Regina.
My name is Aldo.
Hi, I'm Jenna.
In today's video, we are going to be discussing the semiotics of a particular monument, the shoes on the Danube.
This monument doesn't follow the rules of a conventional monument because usually when we see a monument, it is big and tall and on some pedestal. But the shoes on the Danube are little shoes laying on the ground, and when we see some shoes on the ground, we don't usually expect it to represent something else.
The usage of this monument is to commemorate the lives of the Jewish people that were shot in the Danube River due to the Arrow Cross Party, which is a fascist and anti-Semitic organization.
As we see the monument, with our side, the contrast of the colors, the position, and the place of the shoes, all these help us to really analyze and perceive the signs and emphasize more with the victims.
Moral: through analyzing the monument, we could apply the third kind of transsexuality as Janet refers, in which all the information about the Holocaust and the monument itself can really help us to understand the presence of the message. By the signs, we could comprehend the 60 pairs of 1940s style shoes consist of men's loafers, men's boots, women's heels, and children's shoes. The sculptor uses this diversity in footwear as a sign of non-discrimination of gender or even age when they were killing these Jewish people. The shoes in itself are a way to represent the thousands of lives that were killed, because it is probable that the shoes were a more valuable thing. The sculptor really wanted to represent the people who were killed by putting even the silhouette.
As a paratext, we also can identify another sign, which is how they place the shoes in the monument. They are not side by side, and not all of them are side by side. They are also like one in front of the other or in a diagonal, and that is a sign of movement, of an action, of an event that has been occurred in that location. So likewise, there are two signs here. They break the norm of the monuments by the location that the shoes are at, and also the shoes are a sign of a time machine because they tell us and give us the presence of the people that had lived there. And as Semiotics says, the conceptual idealism, to break the view of reality referring to the mind. Using the concept of semiotics of sign, we refer to the absence of the people in the shoes because all the monument is what left the people that are in their shoes. The people have been really forgotten. Something that you may not know that is this monument is one of the most vandalized because people have changed the location. They have brought shoes. They have put big feet in the shoes. And the act of vandalizing this monument is as symbolic as the act of preserving it. And this only leads to people to ignore the true meaning. So we have to really not forget what happened and as not to repeat it.
As a team, this project was done to raise awareness about the history behind this monument and to remember the presence and the absence of the victims of the Holocaust. Shoes at the Danube Bridge is a memorial to the victims of the Holocaust, especially to Jewish victims from Hungary who in the winter of 1944 and 1945 were executed on the banks of the river Danube by members of the Arrow Cross Party. At that time, Jewish people were believed to be greedy and evil people and more horrible things. The power and meaning that this memorial carries goes beyond shoes, since it represents the massacre that millions of people had to suffer for their religious belief, skin, and culture. Shoes were represented as a sign of luxury at this time, so the soldiers forced the victim to divest themselves of this good and then sell it. Similarly, the absence of each empty shoe makes us aware of what is missing in the whole, making it known that something was once there, reminding us of its presence in some way. This monument has been vandalized, from alterations to its position to people who have put pigs fit inside the shoes. The act of vandalizing a monument is as symbolic as the act of preserving it. The vandalization of monuments like this only leads people to ignore the meaning behind it, forgetting the main reason, which is not to forget what happened so as not to repeat it again.